Well, of course, it is the holiday season, and you may be looking for a side dish for a gathering. And joining me now with more on this is Common Ground volunteer Leslie Boswell. Leslie, what do you have for us?
I was at a family wedding not too long ago that had a really good corn dish, and my daughter had never heard of corn pudding before. So I looked for one and I found what I think is a pretty good one. So we're making corn pudding, which would be a great side dish for about any holiday, but especially with the ones coming up, it'll be a good one to take along. I'm cutting this in half, so this is a little bit different than what it would be when you put it all together. Is I've got 5 eggs that I have mixed lightly. And to that, I am going to add, and I've done a little bit of a shortcut here. I've got sugar and cornstarch, and I'm throwing it around, and some salt, and some seasoned salt, and some dried minced onions. And I'm going to pour all of that in here, and I'm going to mix it really well. So, because sometimes that cornstarch can get a little clumpy. And so when I mix it up with the fork, I try to break up as many of the clumps as I can. When it's all broke up like that, mixed in that little cup with just the dry ingredients, the sugar helps break it up, and then it mixes much easier in here. Now to that, I'm going to add all of my corn, which is whole kernel corn, drained, and cream corn. And on some corn recipes, I'll even add an extra can of corn in, just regular corn, because I like a lot of corn. And then I'm going to add in here milk and melted butter and mix that up. And it's going to look a little bit soupy, but with that cornstarch in there and with those eggs in there, this is going to set up. Now, the whole recipe is about right for a 9 by 13 pan, but since I've already done half of it, I'm doing just the other half here. And this is a smaller dish that I have sprayed with cooking spray. You can cut this in half too, if you just want to make a smaller one for at home. But the eggs are going to cook, the cornstarch is going to set it up. It's going to get a lot thicker as it cooks. And that's really all it takes to make a corn pudding. You put that in the oven for about an hour at 400. It's not the same as a lot of your other casseroles, so it's going to have to be done either separate or ahead. I did this one in a small casserole dish, and it looks tremendous, and it smells really good too.
Leslie, thank you very much for being here today.